custody eyeing me. Shawty, I'm trying to find out if you with it or not. We in the bed.
Hey everyone, hope you're all doing well. This is my first kind of video. This is just an introduction to my daily driver, being a 2008 W211 E280. It's a 3-litre V6. Pretty good daily in my eyes. Not too many you see in white, to be honest. Not too many that you see kind of done up in this case either, as you'd say, a bit modified in the sense where I try to keep it as OEM plus as possible. We'll just do a quick overview around of the car real quick. At the end of the day, it is a daily. Didn't want to go too crazy with it. At the end of the day, it is also a V6, so performance wise can't really do much. But then again, for what we've been able to accomplish with this, it's a pretty good example. VXSS in the background. Nice. But just to go into it, we've got a staggered configuration for the wheels itself, 8.5, 9.5, with a few spaces just to make the fitment as flush as possible. Another exterior thing, we do have a little custom front lip just to get rid of the kind of the duck bill front bumper look that it has. I hate how it comes up, but something that I've just tried to deal with that little black front lip there, along with the LEDs, of course, an eBay special. It does make it look quite nice. But yeah, it is a pretty good day. And then going back to the mods, suspension wise, BC coilovers, yeah, pretty much stock spring rates. The front is, I believe, 12K, the rear is 17. I am planning on upgrading the fronts to a bit more of a stiffer spring, just so this can be prevented. All you W211 guys know that these are aluminum, as the Americans say. So somewhat fragile in a sense. But yeah, I try to be careful when turning, to be honest. Some other exterior things, tint all the way around. I feel like on a white car that doesn't have like a panoramic roof, blacking out or tinting the windows is a good way to make it look quite nice. No roof vinyl on this. If you don't have panoramic roofs from factory, I don't know why people try to mimic them. From the side, some chrome metal trims, I guess, again from eBay. The stance is quite nice, to be honest. Again, nothing really has been done like crazy. Again, it is a OEM plus kind of a look that I'm going for. Not a build. At the end of the day, it's not a build. Nothing custom has gone into the car, as people these days like to call builds, just copy and paste bullshit. In stages, I don't care what stage that you're in. What you're doing to the car is what you're doing. There should be no stages involved. Especially with this, I've had this car for over 7 years now, or nearly 7 years at this point. I bought it in 2019, so mechanically it is A1. It has never left me stranded. That's what they say about the M272 V6s especially. about the balance shaft issues that they have. Mine is a later model, it is a 2008, so thankfully I have not come across that. I don't think I ever will, just because they did refine those, I believe, in these later years where that issue does not come up. Again, I don't try to strain the car that often. I do like to upshift as much as I can. I hate revving the engine high for no real reason. No exhaust work has been done on this either, so there's no reason for me to be revving it like that. I may possibly down the line do a X pipe just to open up a little bit, and also some twin tips to make the rear look a bit more aggressive, but other than that, nothing else. Maybe side skirts, maybe the front bumper. I do have a front bumper in mind, but they're very hard to come by, especially here in Melbourne, Victoria, Australia. Again, this had like normal rear tail lights. I have upgraded to the LED ones, as these ones did not come by factory. Interior wise, I'll definitely show you guys here as well. So again, going with the Swiss spec, as they call it, lowering some nice wheels and some white lights on some white paint with some dark tint and chrome, of course. So of course with the custom plates, had to go with that white LED number plate lights. Same with the front. I will turn it on shortly. DRLs are wired to turn on once the car is on. I did try to have it wired to the factory fog light switch, but there just wasn't enough power going to it, unfortunately. So that just couldn't really work out in terms of wiring goes. But again, interior, again, some subtle mods. Again, white lights, interior dome lights. We have carbon fiber wrap, unfortunately, on the interior. That used to have the existing wood trim, but yeah, nothing crazy in the back other than a jack. But interior I've tried to keep as clean as possible, as OEM plus as possible. I will go ahead and start it now. Turn on the lights on to show you guys what it does look like. Again, these are my parkers at the moment. So that's what it looks like, especially at night. It does have a pretty good presence. Oh, I hate saying that word, but yeah, the DRLs do make it quite unique. I don't think there's another E-Class that looks like this in Victoria, in our state specifically, which I'm quite proud of. Again, having Mercs of this era, of this age, you do have to have a certain taste. Another thing, now that I'm looking at it, these headlights, that is something that I do want to change down the line. Not the headlights specifically, the lenses specifically. They have faded over time, not that great. We'll be doing a Morimoto Evo XR projector, upgrading these. They have the same kind of projector design, so they pretty much are retrofit and plug and play essentially. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll close the door once again, show you around. But yeah, as a icy white car goes, it is pretty clean. Next video I'll most likely show my younger brother's car. He's got a W203 C180, again a daily. I wish these were V8s, but the way we were driving, it wouldn't really help with fuel economy. But these V6s, and even his car, I mean his car's again a daily, it's a smaller engine, but they are pretty fun to drive. Yeah, I'll just go for round once again. I love these cars, man. Again, the new Mercs, as some people may know if they are into cars like I am, design wise they're not that great. Let me rephrase that. Interior design wise they are phenomenal. I love the interiors of the new ones. Externally though, or exterior wise, sorry, they are again copy and paste. The E class looks like an S class. No, the C class looks like an E class, the E class looks like a S class. All the same shit. But these are the older ones are crazy. The E's, the C's, the CLS's. These old joints are always tough. Crazy how more people don't get into these, and those that do have phenomenal taste in my eyes. But again, a lot of people in the car community these days aren't really in it for the cars. I feel like they're just in it for the likes that they get and the amount of dick riding they get. So yeah, this is just my first video. We'll see how this channel goes. In terms of future mods, as I said, headlights is a big one, the front bumper is a big one because I hate that duck side profile there. It does like squeaks, like I don't know how to explain it. It like mushes up. Yeah. I know the E55 bumpers are a good bumper that makes the front end quite low, and also E350 Sport bumpers. Yeah. But yeah, again, this is my first video. We'll see where this goes. As I said, this is purely for a hobby. Again, there aren't that many people into Mercs here in Melbourne, and those that aren't really enthusiasts. So again, I like my taste. It is a old school, old man taste, but it's the one that looks quite good. So I'll leave it there, and we'll see you in the next one.
What the fuck they said, huh? What the fuck they said, huh? What the fuck they said, fuck. What the fuck they said, huh? We don't play with bitches, huh? We got chopper stances, huh?